This is the Gore N More podcast with your hosts TJ Bowser, Chad Chrisman, and Wes Payne.
The man behind the mask. I don't wanna be buried in a Hellraiser in the thunder.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Gore N More podcast. This is your host, TJ Bowser, and bringing the pain, as always, is Wes, the Possessor Payne.
Yo.
And writer and director, Alex Probst.
What up?
Today is April Fool's Day 2019, and fuck, let me tell you, man, it's been one hell of a week. But I'm going to let Wes go first.
Yeah, nothing special with my week. Just, didn't have my kid this weekend, so I got some stuff done around the house. Nothing big. Another boring week for me. Took the car and the bike out for a ride, and
I saw that.
it's nice enough to
Did you visit
take
your
the
brother?
dust off of them. What's that?
Did you visit your brother? Is that who you visited?
Yeah, I went saw my brother. He doesn't live far away, about 20 minutes. I took the motorcycle down to him, and fearing for my life every time I get on this goddamn thing. I got to sell this thing before I'm dead. But
I need my co-host, man.
other than that, it was fun. What's that?
I need my co-host.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What about you,
So-
Alex?
Oh man, it's been a pretty fucking boring week. Haven't really done much, I just hung out. Really, it's really boring. My life is super boring. So
I'm right there with you, man. Mine's not very special either.
yeah, so I work 5 days a week, and I go home, jerk off, take a shit. That's all I do.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what else is it?
What is this there to do?
Right.
We're all human.
Got to keep those juices flowing.
Gotta
Oh,
keep
for
the
sure.
shirts.
If you stop doing that, they seize up.
I mean, look, we all saw The Wolf of Wall Street, right? I mean,
Right.
jerk off
That's
two
right.
times a day at least. That's what McConaughey said. So I go by what McConaughey says.
That was my favorite part in that movie. I love that movie, but that part. I wish he was actually in it more.
I
It
do
was
too.
hilarious.
Man,
I thought that was the only downfall of that movie, that he wasn't in it more.
Yeah, exactly. He should have had way more screen time because I love
He was
McConaughey in
great.
anything, man. And they should have replaced him with fucking shit. I can't even remember anybody from that movie, to be honest, right now. Not Jonah Hill. Never replaced Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
He was.
I can't-
Good, though. Matthew McConaughey. He was great.
Yeah, I can't
That
put a.
part is a classic part. I could watch that 100 times and I
Yeah.
laugh at it the same way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got to be sitting down, like at a any public place, mostly a restaurant. You just start banging on your chest, just some
Yeah.
you know.
That's right.
People look at you like, what the fuck? Just like, sorry, man, I just did coke and jerked off. What do you want?
And Quaaludes. Always
Sorry.
Quaaludes. This week, I spent some time with Sarah. Her grandmother passed away. So all day Friday, I spent at the old funeral home. Yeah, very depressing stuff, but it's fitting for the horror podcast, death and gloomy, all that sort of shit.
Yeah,
But-
man, way to bring the fucking mood down.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
worry.
man.
We'll bring it fucking back up again.
End this episode. You just killed it.
Yeah.
Life is a nightmare. Death is a gift. Let's be honest. But yeah, I got my risers for my inserts for my boots today. That makes me 6'3" when I cosplay. Our new sponsor.
Risers? What are you, Kane Hodder?
No, it's motherfucker. How tall is Richard Brooker?
Oh, I don't know.
6'3", motherfucker. That's how accurate I am.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
Okay,
true. What? You're 6'1"?
I'm 6 foot. My boots make me another inch, and then I put an inch and 3/4 riser in them. So I'm pretty damn.
You're gonna
close
like
to
a,
6
like
feet.
a Jason bitch in high heels.
I don't look like a Jason bitch in high heels. You're such an asshole. You're such an asshole. It actually relieves pressure on my calves when I walk.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
come on now.
I'm serious. That's what they're made for.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. I got the shipping notice from Topher, a new kind of Fear Customs. We'll play his ad soon. He shipped my 2 Part 3 masks. I got a Shelly and a Barn Scene. And then he also shipped us that giveaway mask that we're doing for the NES Part 8, retro Takes Me Manhattan type stuff. That will be probably along this week. And then Jeff over at Horror School Customs sent me my Stranger's Prey at Night Man in the Mask hood. That's coming on over. Not hood, but like it's a baghead mask. You guys know what I'm talking about from Strangers.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's on its way over. I got Bad Masks just messaged me. He just started rehauling my Halloween 8 mask. So that should be coming soon. And I got my new coveralls in, Wes, and they actually fit this time.
Well, wait. Coveralls for the Michael Myers you're talking about.
Yes.
What? Wait, you never told me they never fit before?
Yeah, I ordered the set and they ended up being a size small. And I tried to put them on, and I'm an XL boy. And it didn't work. Even Chad didn't fit in them. That's how small
The question is, though, whether they were tight or not, did they show a dick print?
Yes, very, very clear.
Then you should have kept them. Then you should have kept them.
Right? They wouldn't go over my
chicks will
shoulders.
dig that.
Or would you dig that?
Well, either way, someone's digging.
Also,
I dig it.
From the last
Right.
episode, that you said that after the episode that you were going to go check to see if you have a vagina. Can you confirm or deny that now?
Wait, I was going to do what?
You were going to check to see if you had a vagina.
Oh, no, I have a penis still.
Okay.
Although after reviewing this movie, my dick did go inside my body into the. I'm not too high on this movie, so yes.
Yes.
But
So
that's-
before we get started on the movie today, a little message from our sponsors. Gore N More is brought to you in part by A New Kind of Fear Customs. Friday the 13th inspired custom gaming controllers, hockey masks, latex masks, and collectible statues. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at A New Kind of Fear Customs. Do you like photography, cosplay, and Friday the 13th? Then check out 13 Gallows Lane. You can find them on Facebook at Gallows Goes to Hell, on Instagram at 13 Gallows Lane, and on Patreon at Emily Helene. Warning, some content not safe for work. So today's movie is 1986's April Fool's Day. Very fitting for today, guys. Directed by Fred Walton, written by Danilo Bach. Is that right? Danilo Bach. That's a weird name. Produced by Frank Mancuso Jr. Now, before I go further, what other movie did he produce?
Troll 2.
I'm pretty sure he's heavily involved in the Friday the 13th franchise.
Oh, shit.
That explains it.
Starring Jay Baker as Harvey Edison Jr. Who's the Biff guy? What's his actual name?
Oh shit, man! I just fucking had it. It's hold on. Give me a second. I had it up and then my dumbass fucking put it away. It's fuck. Come on now. Oh man, this is bad. No, I got it. It's Thomas F. Wilson.
Okay. Deborah Foreman as Muffy / Buffy St. John. Deborah Goodrich as Nikki Brashares. I don't even know how to say that last name. Ken what? Olant as Rob Ferris. Olant. Griffin O'Neill as Skip St. John. Leigh Pinsent as Nan Youngblood. Clayton Roan as Chaz Wisniewski.
Wyszynski.
And Amy fucking Steele as Kit Graham. Amy Steele is from
Amy Steele.
What movie is she from, Wes?
Debbie Does Dallas?
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure she's from part 2 of F-13.
Sounds like a porn name, though, doesn't Amy Steele?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
definitely.
Music by Charles Bernstein. Cinematography by Charles Minsky. Edited by Bruce Green. Distributed by Paramount Pictures. Oh, okay. That's where Frank Mancuso comes from. Okay. Released March 30th, 1986, with about a runtime of 89 minutes, a budget of $5 million, and grossed just over $12 million. So, get the trailer, then we'll get the plot rundown going, boys.
Hit it.
Oh, this looks like shit. The music choice is so weird.
Paramount Pictures cordially
Great song,
invites you for a
Great
weekend getaway at the party to end all parties.
This is the craziest party that could ever be.
That's $3 a night, baby.
Turn on the lights, cause I don't want to see.
April Fool.
Welcome to my home. And lifestyles of the rich and undeserving.
Join a privileged guests who are just dying to have fun.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, what is this? The bridal suite? You like it?
The ladies,
I find a use for it.
The gentleman.
We did on the first date.
The young.
Well, basically, I possess an essential lack of seriousness.
And the restless.
It's the best line in the whole movie.
You are such a jerk.
Everyone is having such a good time. It's scary.
You're dead.
Radio is blasting. Someone's knocking at the door. I'm looking at my girl. She passed out on the floor. Nikki! I see someone in the hall. I've never seen before. Don't know what it is.
I don't want to see no more.
April Fool's Day. Get ready to party till you drop.
That is so shitty.
It's absolutely awful.
That is no popcorn slogan, let me tell you that.
No, nothing
Wes,
is.
would you
really.
like
That's
to
a
read
really
the plot
hard
rundown,
movie.
Wes?
Sure. One of three.
No.
One of three
Plot
horror
rundown, not Chad's notes.
Chad's notes. Sorry. When a group of college students decides to spend spring break at the secluded island estate of their wealthy classmate Muffy, St. John Deborah Foreman, what starts out as a fun hedonistic whatever.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Weekend turns into something more sinister. Muffy is very fond of practical jokes and sets up numerous gags throughout her mansion. But when friends begin going missing and turn up dead, they realize that they're trapped on an isolated isle with a mysterious and brutal killer.
Ooh.
All right.
So, what'd you guys think of the movie? Alex, you go first.
I mean, it wasn't horrible. I didn't think. I mean, it wasn't what I was expecting. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great. But it is what it is. I wouldn't watch it again. That's all I'm saying.
Wes?
Absolutely horrendous. One of the worst horror movies I've probably ever seen.
Really?
And I've seen there was nothing to this movie at all I liked. There's no kill scenes I liked. I had a hard
Because there's
time
no
just-
fucking kill scenes, Wes.
Yeah.
well, I know, but even like what
I'd like
we're
to know where the
supposed-
fuck the $5 million budget went if there's no goddamn practical effects. All the practical effects are in the fucking jokes they play on each other.
It's there's nothing. It takes 40 minutes. Almost I counted because I hit my thing stop where the action started. It took almost 40 minutes to really get going.
Yeah.
Which the movie's almost over by then, and you're like bored half to death. I almost fell asleep. I spent half the time looking at my phone watching this movie. It was so bad. Nothing. I can't take away anything good from this movie. It's top 5 worst movies I've ever seen for horror movies. Might be worst movies I've ever seen all around.
Wow.
I did not care for it one bit.
Man.
I would never recommend this movie to anyone. But
Is this the first movie we've done that you hated?
Yes, I've never. Yeah, I'm not like that. Usually, I'm pretty,
open.
I can deal with cheese and some stuff, but this gave me nothing. I just walked away like, what did I just do? I wanted to commit suicide after I watched this.
I thought it was very funny at times, and I'll get into my favorite scene later, and I think you guys might remember it. But I think the movie's okay for what it is. I feel like it's like your basic 80s slasher. They try to do something different, and I appreciate it for the fact that they did try to do something different. Whether that was pulled off well enough or not, that and also the lack of practical effects and death scenes. But then again, that comes full circle at the end of the movie, which kind of explains everything. Can't show death scenes if they're not actually dead.
Yeah.
Except the one thing is the stab in the crotch for that one dude.
That was just a period.
Was that at the beginning?
That was near the end.
That was in the mid.
Okay.
Yeah, the end. Where she's on the bed and he's in that like S&M gear and he's talking.
Oh yeah.
There, and she's like, calling his name 15 million times, then removes back something. I don't know what it was, a sheet or something.
And
And
it's
it
like
was
a stab in the dick.
A little.
He got fucking popped in the crotch like Tupac. So
Yeah, I think I actually wrote that down because that was the only part of the movie that or the only death in quotes, I guess, that
there was a lot of severed heads in this movie.
Was funny to me. Yeah, the severed head thing was Yeah.
There was a lot. There was a lot.
You know what they should have done? They should have showed that part where his crotch is bleeding, and then panned the camera over, and then just showed his like dick like flopping on the ground. That would have been the shit.
It's okay.
Like,
It's just a joke.
I would have been like, wow, this movie's pretty cool now. That didn't happen. So,
Okay.
Yeah, about an hour in, I hated this movie, but you know what? It's all right now.
It's got a
Yeah,
dick. in it.
right. I would have changed my mind if I would have seen
So
it.
what you're saying is full frontal male nudity and a penis would have saved this movie, Wes.
I'm not gay or anything, but probably, yeah. In a non-gay way, yeah. It would have
I'm not gay, but I want to see some dick.
I'm not gay, but I want to see a flopping cock on the ground.
I mean, look, we all watch Game of Thrones, right? I mean,
Right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Chad may not be here today, but he did leave us notes. One of 3 horror films from 1986 that takes place on April Fool's Day, the others being Killer Party and Slaughter High. Okay. It is part of a 1980 cycle of slasher films with titles and subjects based around commemorative days and events that got made after the box office success of 1978's Halloween. The movies include the film sequels, includes that film's sequels, Prom Night, Graduation Day, and My Bloody Valentine for Valentine's Day, and Spoof Saturday the 14th. The Slumber Party Massacre, April Fool's Day, Friday the 13th, and its sequels. That's very true. I guess this was just a poorly presented attempt at a slasher film. I mean, how the fuck can they mess this up when they went so right with Friday the 13th? You know what I mean?
Guys,
Are we talking?
just throwing this in the wastebasket after it was made.
Yeah. Are we talking? Parts 1 and 2 of Friday the 13th, or the rest of them?
I think 1 through 4 is like the coolest thing ever. I mean, if you continue,
I can. Sorry. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I hate 3. I really do. I don't know why.
Oh my God, who are you?
I know. I don't know, but I really like 4. So
Yes.
I'm weird.
4 is way better than 3. It's not even close.
Easy killer.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I like 3. I just watched it the other night. It's all right, but it's over the top cheese.
Yeah.
And honestly, the coolest part about 3 is there's 2 parts there's 2 parts in 3 that stand out. Everything else, there's no explanation. There's it's not a good plot. That he doesn't tell you anywhere where he gets his clothes.
Yes, it does. Okay, listen here, motherfucker. Okay,
No,
sidebar.
Don't tell me that he got it from the laundry hanging up.
He did get it from the laundry hanging up. It's clearly fucking shown. What?
Listen, I don't think it showed him putting on a shirt on. I don't remember.
They're not going to fucking show that because then think
Well,
of
how
all
do you
the
know he got it
practical
from the
effects.
laundry?
Because he was chilling in the laundry when that bitch saw him.
Listen,
What do you mean? He had to change his clothes from the last movie. They're all
Here's
bloody
a
and fucked
harpoon.
up.
That part was awesome. The harpoon scene was cool,
I'll agree.
and the barn scene, and the rest of the movie.
You don't
could
think
just, and then
the kill when the guy's walking on his hands and they use the plexiglass and shoot
that
from
was kind
underneath?
of cool.
That is
Yeah, I
fucking
like
cool.
that.
It has
I mean-
good kills. We'll give it that.
Yeah.
for the
It
most
just.
part.
I don't like if what you say is right about he changed his shirt. Well, they didn't. I don't think it was a good enough attempt at what they made to show that. They didn't show him like. I don't know. It just was funny. Like it didn't. He just more. It didn't. I don't even know how he wound up where he was. It wasn't even in the same area.
Wes.
Wasn't even in Crystal Lake, was he?
Why did Jason's clothes change between part 6 and 7? Where the fuck did his?
I don't know.
Where did his Batman utility belt go, Wes?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't
Okay.
know. That's why I don't like 7. That's why I don't like.
That's
7.
why you don't like 7, right? Yeah. Okay.
No. There's other reasons why I don't like 7. But,
Now that we're not associated with the other guy, you can say why you don't like 7, Wes.
No, well, I don't. You know, I'm not the biggest Kane Hodder fan, but yes, there are problems with 6, 7 too. Of course, there's even problems like. Well, I mean, 4 to you could kind of see 4 to 6 transition well because he is kind of looked as kind of the same. The mask is different a little bit because it's wider, but other than that, I mean, you could see where he gets all that stuff from that he has on. It shows where he takes it from. You know, I don't know. 3 is good, but 4. Listen, 4 is really hard to like. I'm a 6 guy, but if someone told me I like 4 better, I really couldn't. Or they thought 4 was better. It's hard to argue with 4. It just.
The problem is
so
that
well.
the same problem you have with the clothes thing is he's pretty much wearing the same clothes in 4.
That he is in 3.
Yes, other than the pants.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the clothes change from 2 to 3. I was concerned about. I didn't understand how they didn't show him.
Okay. Here I'm gonna poke
Why
some
did
hole
he
in your
change
logic.
off his flannel? Why
did he change his fucking pants between 3 and 4? Did he shit himself? Like what the fuck?
Well, they just tinted, didn't they? Tint?
They're like a khaki and they're gray in the 3. So why didn't they show Jason taking his pants off, Wes? Huh? We really want to see that.
I don't know, but that's more believable than going from flannel to 100.
That's almost as believable as Michael Myers got fucking naked in between Halloween 7 and 8, took off all of his fucking clothes, cut the throat of a fucking paramedic, put the mask on him, and then Jamie killed him thinking that it was Michael. So at some point during Halloween H2O, Michael Myers is fucking naked. So
could you imagine that movie? I want to see that movie.
Right?
Yeah.
You're sitting here bitching about closing changes, but you really want to see Jason Voorhees fucking naked
I'm
changing?
just saying 3 is a good movie, but it's got a lot of cheese in it. I mean, just take the opening scene music. I can understand it's the 80s, but dude, I mean, I always started breakdancing.
I mean,
it's so bad.
It is.
Really so
Watch
bad.
it again, D. When's the last time you saw it, DJ? I just saw it
a week ago in 3D with my daughter.
Okay. I'm going to have to, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man.
See, I'm a harsh critic when it comes to Friday the 13th because
I
after
am
4, after 4, I could give a fuck less.
Well,
Really?
I feel after 6, I could care less. And then it got crazy.
Yeah,
I can go a little farther. I go after 6 and they should have shut it down. Once he was under the lake with the chain around him, and I thought that was really cool.
Jason X is a masterpiece. Fight me.
What's that?
Jason X is a masterpiece. Fight me.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hate when people write that. Fight me. What are they talking about? What if you actually showed up at the door? You're like, dude, you told me to fight you and just punch the guy.
So
Jason X, bitch, punch you in the throat.
Yeah. No,
I will freeze your fucking face and smash it off a table. Like, yes.
Look, I'll watch Jason X over fucking Jason Goes to Hell any day.
Oh,
right?
well, everyone. That's Jason Goes to Hell is a absolute
fucking atrocious nightmare.
That's why I can't agree with all these people that they're so on Kane Hodder, and I'm like, dude, all of his movies stunk.
He does call himself a pussy in that movie, though.
He does?
Yeah. Whenever the coroner comes out of the morgue, Kane is playing a security guard. He's like, man, that Jason Voorhees is really a pussy. He goes something along those lines. I just think that's just the funniest part of the movie, and the rest of it can go.
Yeah, I mean, his best role was. I mean, and like I said, when I was a kid, I thought 7 was the best till I wised up, and I really was looking at the whole picture, and I was like, nah, 7's really he looks cool. They made him look pretty cool in 7, but that's about his best role. And then after that, it just got worse and worse for him. I mean,
yeah, man, we can give you a pass. I mean, when I was a kid, fuck. The Matthew Broderick Godzilla was like my favorite movie for like a year. So,
right.
you know,
right. That's what I mean. Like, I was like probably like, I don't know, like 10 when 7 came out. So like, I was like, wow, this is awesome. And it was I probably saw 7 before 3. So at that time. So I thought, oh, he's awesome. And this is the best one. But yeah, I wised up with that quick. So
welcome to the Gore N More podcast, where sometimes we review movies, but mostly we talk about Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Yes. Every show, literally every fucking show we've ever done, Friday the 13th gets brought up. Every time.
Shit. You have to change the title now.
Right. So back to Chad's notes. The movie producer, Frank Mancuso Jr., oh my God, I just fucking realized what I'm reading, has acted in various producing capacities on 4 Friday the 13th pictures, of whose film studios on them was the same Paramount Pictures for this film. We already mentioned that. That film had an additional alternate ending scripted at one point. In the ending, Muffy is left to believe she is alone on the island. Skip bursts out of a closet and cuts Muffy's throat. She screams only to have the rest of the characters thought to be gone, enter the room laughing. They pranked her back. Oh, I see. I don't like the original ending. Like, why the fuck did they have that girl?
Was that her mom? Was that her mom?
Fucking beats my meat, man. I have no fucking clue.
Who was that girl behind her? I thought it was her mom or something.
I don't know. Do you have any idea who that person was, Alex?
No. To be honest, like none of that movie is that memorable. Besides like some of the cinematography and the score. I actually really enjoyed the score. I thought the score was all right.
Okay.
But that's like if I was to take away anything from it, like, yeah, the score was probably like the only thing. So no, I have no idea.
The film originally had a much longer, more twisted ending in the original script. After Muffy reveals the whole weekend was the setup, the guests leave except for Rob, Kit, Chaz, and Nikki, who sneak back to the house to prank Muffy for revenge. Why the fuck do I hear dog? However, when they return,
sorry. That's I just got a puppy and she's fucking going nuts right now. Sorry.
Skip cracks and attempts to kill Muffy in a rage of jealousy. Rob jumps in and saves Muffy, killing Skip in the process. The ending actually was filmed but didn't make the final cut as the studio opted for a more upbeat conclusion. This ending is identical to how the books play out. There are several clues throughout the film which foreshadow the twist ending. One, in the very first scene, Muffy can be seen propping open the window in the cellar through which Kit and Rob crawl in to discover the clues. This was deliberate and crucial to the climax she had planned. 2, Nan says she met Muffy in Drama Society. Her acting ability proved to be a vital asset in order to portray her fictitious twin sister, Buffy. 3, Deborah Foreman's nails are painted red throughout the entirety of the film, a subtle clue that Muffy and Buffy are the same person. Muffy and Buffy announces that the water main must be broken. However, later in the evening, when Nikki is packing her bag, she absent-mindedly turns onto the sink and gets sprayed in the face with water, a clear indication that the water is working fine.
I noticed none of these.
So maybe the film's smarter than we thought.
Yeah, it might be. Maybe we're dumbasses. We got to rewatch it now.
Well,
it ain't happening for me.
Wes, what's your big question for this film?
My big question is, why was this made?
Because it's the 80s and
I'll
they
go
need
back
money.
to. I mean, it's just no. That's not an excuse. The 80s made some good movies, a lot of good movies, actually, in my opinion. But it's just, I don't have anything for this movie. I'm in my head after I saw this was I felt like I was I don't know, like I had smoked the wrong crack pipe or something. My head was in a cloud,
Like you did the heroin that was in the medicine cabinet?
Right. The wrong stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like, what has happened here? So I don't really have a question for this movie. Other than why it was made. I'm dead serious about it.
Yeah.
Not thrilled about this one.
Who was the douche of the movie?
Chad.
Oh, really?
Chaz?
I think
Chad
Chaz.
He was the
Chaz.
douche. Chad Chris was the douche. No, Chaz. Yes, Chaz is the douche of the movie. Definitely, he did. So he had some. He actually, I'll give it some credit. He had some funny parts. He was doing some funny stuff throughout the movie.
Chaz is the guy that put on the gimp mask, right?
He was the one. He had the crazy Johnny Rotten. Not Johnny Rotten. The hair like Sid Vicious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got the pork, the good girl in the bed. I don't know what kind of sounds he was making, but
when they had the pretzel twist going on.
yeah, he was getting deep in there. Deep.
Yeah. Oh, dude, fucking knee deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they're all.
so he was
like, what the fuck?
He's like the knockoff, like Kevin Bacon, Patrick Swayze looking guy, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
What the fuck's with that? With the Biff character, the guy that plays Biff. I don't know why I keep calling him. What is his name in the movie?
Oh, he was in it. The guy who played Biff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Biff. Wow.
Yeah. His name's Arch, I think. I think that's what I saw on IMDb.
Why the fuck does he bend over, walk into that room, and then walk back out?
I have no idea. I was honestly just trying to figure out why the fuck he was in that movie to begin with. And I think that's where their $5 million budget went.
It went all to him.
I mean, because that came out in 86. So he really got famous from fucking Back to the Future. So yeah, I mean, makes sense. They probably spent most of their money on him.
Yeah, he got that part based off that.
Who do you think the douche of the movie is, Alex?
The douche?
Yes.
Oh, fucking all of them. I mean, really, they're all there to fuck with. I mean, don't they start fucking with Muffy, right? Or is she fucking with everyone else? See, this I don't
right.
I just watched this too, like not even fucking 6 hours ago, and like I already forgot most of it.
Oh, I watched an hour ago, and it's out of my mind.
Yeah.
Already leaving.
I don't even remember the character names. That's how fucking bad.
I don't either. But you know what? I'll give it this. It made me laugh just because of how fucking stupid it was. Mm-hmm. So I give it that. But I'm okay with cheese fests.
So, what was your favorite kill? I'd have to say for the douche of the movie, I'd have to agree with Wes. But my favorite kill in the movie is whenever, what'd you say the guy's name was again?
We talking Biff?
Yeah.
Thomas F. Wilson, or well, that's his actor name. But
his
guy,
name in the movie is Arch Cummings.
Arch.
Yeah.
Arch.
I like whenever he supposedly dies. I like how like the noose, like the snare trap or whatever the fuck that is, like pulls him up.
Yeah.
That's
what I wrote down.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite.
With the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too. They should have actually. He should have went up in the thing, and the snake should have bit him. That would have been cooler.
Yes.
Yeah, they should have actually killed him, and then the whole prank thing goes wrong. I mean, it would have been at least somewhat interesting.
Right.
But then it would have been fucking predictable as shit, though. Which, I mean, whatever. It's the 80s.
So we all agree that was our favorite like kill
Yeah,
scene.
I agree.
Yeah. It's probably the most interesting one.
Yes.
Although I did enjoy, what I could of whenever they're like, I forget their fucking names, but they're fucking in the boathouse and the dude's body kind of like floats underneath them. That was cool. I like that.
Which is, what's funny about that is that the dude floats by and they never go back to check on him or find his body.
Right?
Yeah, they do.
Right?
No, they do.
No, they do.
They go and try to like look for him, but
but they never find it though.
Yeah.
No, they never find it.
He's fucking
Which is
alive.
goofy. Where could it have went?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so did these people just have like a bunch of fucking prosthetics that they just needed to use? Like, I mean, of all the floating heads that were in that fucking well, like, good Lord. I mean, these people
This
have
is
a lot
where
of
the
fucking
budget went, is like these practical effects that is just fucking crazy.
Hell, I think most of the practical effects went to the guy that got ran over by the fucking boat at the beginning.
Right? That was so
most of the budget went to that.
anticlimactic.
That was my favorite scene. Going to best scene. I mean, I like that. I thought it was cool.
My
They
favorite
both hit him. I
scene
thought the
is
guy-
whenever
that's pretty
Arch is in front of the house and he's making fun of that girl the way she talks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the interview.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's like,
scene.
and I'm going to try to get in as many women as I. What did he say? Something like that. I'm going to get in. What's your objective here? I'm trying to get in.
I fuck on the first date.
Yeah, that was funny. The thing is, like, all the funny parts of that movie came from Biff.
Mhm.
So, that's why they got him too, I'm sure, because nobody else, that movie would have been just
Well, they got Amy
fucking
Steele also.
horrible.
Scream.
Yeah,
Queen.
they got true.
Underutilized, if
But-
I may ask.
Yeah,
Well, may say. But
yeah, for sure.
what is your favorite scene, Alex?
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I already said it. It was the one in the boathouse. I thought. I mean, just for me, it just.
So your favorite kill and your favorite scene are the boat.
Yeah, it's kind of one because I didn't really. There's no real memorable scene for me.
Mhm.
Out of that movie. Maybe when they first get to the island and that whole scene, when the dude gets run over by the boat and the fake knife in the stomach gag.
That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was good. So between those two, if I had to choose.
What about you, Wes?
Yeah, I like when the boat kind of crushes that guy, and he's like, "Yeah!" And he got up out of the thing. I thought it was kind of a neat. I actually believed it at that point. I was like, even though that switchblade was a gag, I thought that was real because I put two and two together. I'm like, why would they damage a boat trying to do a prank? I'm like, that's got to be real.
Exactly. It was a good.
That actually hooked me where I believe that one was real. I believe.
I did too. It was a good trick.
And then they rushed him away like they were like it was serious. Like they put him in the boat and took off. Like it would be that's what you would do, you know. And it looked awful too. The boat like crushed him. Oh, it looked terrible, but I like that part.
Did the opening scene hook you in? Negative.
I'm not into like found footage shit, so no, not really.
Yeah, the opening scene. With the
I've never been into it. I think the Blair Witch Project is like one of the worst fucking pieces of shit ever made, and I don't know why it's so popular. I hate found footage, like I really do. Like I cannot stand them. I don't know how they got so popular.
Because it was different, and you're like, oh my god, this is so real.
Yeah, I'm also just like I'm such a fucking critic when it comes to horror movies. Like you really got to fucking do some shit to sell me. Mm-hmm. Because it's weird. I know I'm on a horror podcast. Look at me, and I'm talking shit about horror movies.
Hey, man, modern horror is shitty. So,
oh no, I mean, yeah, for sure. I love 70s and 80s horror. Like, throw me in there, I'm fine.
So,
But yeah,
since we all agree that this fucking film sucks, who is the best tit / hottest girl? I'd like to say Nikki Brashears, played by Deborah Goodrich.
Yes, she's also
Oh.
in Just One of the Guys. If you've ever seen that movie, it's a really funny movie. It's a year prior to that. It's got the guy from Karate Kid in it. It's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, no, not Ralph Macchio. The guy, the Cobra Kai guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I have no idea. You know, he's trying to do that show on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. Have you been watching it or no?
No,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Really? That's what everybody
Yeah.
keeps telling me. So
Yeah,
maybe
it's
I'll
really
check
good.
it out.
I got
right.
caught up on it. It's really good.
Maybe
But yeah,
I'll you know, take back my judgments because I wasn't sure on it.
yeah, no, it's good. Check it out. Yeah, yeah, he's in it too. So she's definitely she is definitely the hottest girl on that.
What do you think, Alex?
Well, it was between her or Deborah Foreman, who played Muffy.
Okay.
You know, it is what it is. That was just the two that stood out to me.
Speaking of Deborah's, shout out to Deborah Voorhees for coming on last episode. Appreciate that.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I listened to it.
Thanks. Did the score set the mood?
I thought so. I mean, look, I thought it did for what it was. You know, if there was anything, I at least enjoyed the score.
It's not like that song that plays at the end of Popcorn.
No. Well, are we talking? I can't even remember if they had actually any like real songs in there, or if it was just, you know.
Which song are you talking about at the end of Popcorn? Which one?
The weird like reggae song.
Oh, that was a little weird. Yeah. I love that movie. The movie's great.
Yeah, I like the music in this movie. I think it's pretty good.
I thought it worked for what it. Yeah, I thought it worked.
Best song. I don't remember a goddamn single song from this other than.
Well, I like the Three Dog Night at the end of the 70s. I like a lot of old rock and roll and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I like that song. I'm keen on that song. So I liked it.
Agree. I'll agree with that.
Favorite character.
I'm gonna go Chaz. He's pretty funny. So
Arch Cummings for me. What about you?
Yeah, same. I was gonna say Arch, Biff.
The
Can't
next
go wrong.
question is: was it scary? Fuck no.
absolutely not.
No, hell no.
Does
Hell
it
no.
hold up today? That's a
No.
fucking negative.
I mean, if it can hold up if you want to get, you know, really drunk with your friends and make fun of something.
Also, a thing that Chad didn't mention in the notes is that there's actually a remake from 2008.
I remember.
Chad,
Yeah,
cocksucker. How could you forget?
I remember that coming out, but I never watched it.
They say it's not an exact remake. It's kind of like a reboot type thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Was the acting good or bad? Depends on the actor, honestly.
I don't think the acting. That wasn't my problem with the acting. It was just
No.
It's the
bad
writing.
movie. The bad premise. I didn't like the idea of it.
Yeah, I thought everything, but the whole plot was all right.
Right.
You know, I thought it was shot pretty nice. I thought, like I said, the score was fine. I thought the acting was fine for what it was. Hell, I've seen worse acting.
Yeah, me too.
In like critically acclaimed movies. So it's, you know.
Yeah, I can't knock it for its acting. That wasn't my problem with it.
Yeah.
Do you like the cinematography?
Well, just covered that. Yeah, I do. I didn't mind it.
It was decent.
Yeah, I think it looked professional. The film looked professional.
Yeah. And then that just comes with Paramount, you know, it's a fucking huge studio. So.
Yes. Do you like the premise?
No,
Well,
absolutely not.
I think I appreciate it for it trying something new, but other than that, it was poorly executed.
Yeah, same. It definitely could have been a cool, you know, one-off, but yeah, definitely poor execution.
So I'm gonna give this a 1.5 out of 5 for the rating. What about you, Wes?
That's exactly my rating. I was going to do 1.5 out of 5.
What about you,
You
Alex?
know, yeah, I'll do a 2 out of 5 just to counter you, just because I like the cinematography and the score.
Okay, so that gives an average of 1.64 April Fool's Day from 1986.
That's our worst rating yet.
It is. But before we go, Alex, I'm going to give you this time to shine. Tell us about your upcoming films, the film festival that you're a part of, all that stuff.
Well, right. I have nothing on my plate as of right now. I kind of like had to settle down and get a big boy job for the meantime. You know, independent film, you kind of go broke. So, other than that, I have my short film Grief that I actually recut to better music. that'll actually release on YouTube here in a minute. So I can send you the link and you can hook it up.
Oh, cool.
Whatever you gotta do.
We'll promote it for you, buddy. We'll promote it for you. We'll post it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll let that go live on YouTube as soon as the show's done. I have, including that and another short film of mine, The Seventh Sin, that'll be involved in a film festival at Pinewood Studios in London. So if anybody knows who Pinewood Studios is, they do every single Star Wars movie you've ever seen. So that was like a huge fucking,
dude,
hell yeah to me. I haven't ever been accepted into a film festival before. So
that's pretty neat, man.
To be accepted to Pinewood Studios is pretty fucking nice,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's cool.
And Wes, when we do our film, this guy's directing, just to let you know.
Cool.
Hey man, I'm all for it.
Film. Just get me to get naked. I'll be all right.
There's got to be a death scene of Wes, and he's going to be naked.
That's fine. I mean,
I just want one ball shot in the movie. No, I'm cool.
Oh, dude, we can do that. We can hook you up with a ball shot.
The cinematography on his nutsack was just exquisite.
Right.
I mean,
just the back of it, just bouncing on something.
Oh man, we'll get a nice fucking like backlight on it.
Right.
Get a J.J. Abrams lens flare in there. Fucking really make it shiny, man.
Awesome.
Be fucking sweet.
That's what I'm talking about. My kind of director.
Yeah. This is my kind
I'm a visionary, man. I can't help it.
I see that.
So, what you working on? Any other projects right now?
Not really. I'm editing a short for a buddy of mine. It's a comedy. It's called Office. It's like a weird, quirky, comedy set in a time travel office. So it's literally all it is. And it's just, it is what it is. I just told him I'd edit it for him. It's his first short film and he didn't have an editor. So I'm being nice.
Yes. There's actually a movie
other
called
than that,
Ed the
I
Editor that is like an editor that goes crazy and kills people from watching so many horror films.
Yeah. See that premise because I can relate to that. So,
but next week on Gore N More, we will have, I think Tuesday, there will be a special episode. We will have Emily Helene and Joe Gallo from 13 Gallows Lane on for an episode. It will just be me and them talking shit, chomping at the bit, and just loving the hell out of it. It's going to be a funny episode. Just stay tuned for that. We got Hall of Heroes coming out this week and Do Back Discussion. Pretty much. Also, our Avengers Endgame t-shirts are still up for sale on our TeePublic. Just type in Do Back Discussion on our TeePublic store. And as a friendly reminder that the Gore N More podcast is part of the Do Back Discussion podcast network and dobackdiscussion.net, where you can find other great podcasts such as the Do Back Discussion podcast, your source for Star Wars news, theories, and reviews, the Hall of Heroes podcast, your source for comic book news, theories, and reviews, and the soon-to-be-released Bantha Babble podcast, your source for Star Wars lore and much more. You can find all those on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and dobackdiscussion.net. But yeah, thank you, Alex, for coming on this show.
Oh man, thanks for having me. You're gonna have to. I want to be on one of those Star Wars ones because I'm more of a Star Wars geek than I am a horror geek. So
we're open on that show. Actually, it's not like this show where we're booked for guests. That show's actually pretty open. We'll have you on. I'll just tell Jared that you're coming on one of these days, and we'll make it happen, man.
Fuck yeah, man! I love Star Wars. It's the reason why I want to make movies. So
Wes wants to come on too.
But I got to get on there too and get crazy.
Hell yeah, man! Let's do it. Let's get fucking buck wild.
Yeah, man. We'll get up on there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
it's nice having you on, man. Definitely.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, it's been fun for sure.
So that is TJ Bowser signing off. Wes.
And it's me signing off. What's going on, guys? See you next time.
And Alex.
I won't be here next time, but it was good to be here.
Until you come on again.
Until I come on again, but not the next time.
Act like the Terminator. You will be back.
Yeah.